You are now tuned in to Go Time Dolphins with Charlie Touche and Kadeem Simmons, the Miami Dolphins podcast that's for the fans and by the fans.
Gotta make them lose their mind when it's your time. And it's show time. Going all out when it's go time. Go. I ain't wasting no time. Gotta make them lose their mind when it's show time. Cause it's your time. Lay it on the line when it's go time. Go. Don't waste no time.
It is the start of December, which basically means start of meaningful football if your team is lucky enough to still be in the playoff hunt. And our Miami Dolphins are 8-3, have the Washington Commanders up next. A victory takes us one step closer to the playoffs and meaningful football in January. We will discuss all that and more on this episode of Go Time Dolphins. Mr. Charlie Touche, how are you?
Cooler, man. Hey, I don't think your microphone is on though. You sounded a bit 2007 ish. You know what I'm saying?
How do I sound now?
We'll work through it during the show. But it's Go Time Dolphins, the Miami Dolphins podcast that goes not only across the pond but across the world. I'm your boy Charlie Touche. Got my co-host Kadeem Simmons with me. It's always for the fans and by the fans. Your favorite podcast. Kadeem, what week is it?
Week 13.
Week 13, that's wild. Yeah, the mic still sound a little off. I don't know, maybe it's a connection or maybe, I don't know. Not sure yet. But week 13, lucky number 13.
Hopefully for the Dolphins it is, yeah. It's I think this is what I hate to say it, the last month where it's like full NFL football. After this month, it's kind of like, you know, teams stop playing and we're one step closer to the end of the season. It's horrible to say, but it's the truth. Shout out to Robert Ashton in the comments, says, "What's up?" If you with us at the moment, obviously, but it would be appreciated if you dropped a like on the video, share, subscribe to the channel, give us a follow on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, all the good social medias. And if you're feeling generous in this month of December, follow us on patreon.com/GoTimeDolphins, where we have more content coming your way, including stuff like Extra Point, giving out game balls. Obviously, we've got the easy money stuff. Like, it is a fun place to be. As Robert asked Charlie, you okay, Charlie? Looks like you've had a long season so far, mate.
I don't listen. First of all, he said, looked like he had a long season so far, mate. And then he put M8, like mate, like, bruh, that's hilarious. Like, mate. But maybe he's talking about how tired I look. Bruh, listen, Kadeem. I woke up at like 2:00 in the morning the other day and I couldn't make it back to sleep. And then, you know, once you're up, then the mind starts racing. Like, you start thinking about things at 1,000,000 miles an hour. Like, bro, chill out, bro. Go to sleep. That happened to you?
Yeah, all the time. It's like
the
worst time as well. It's like you need to be sleeping. Your mind's thinking about what you need to do in 7 weeks' time or Thursday at 4:00. It's like, why are we going for this right now? Or if you're like us, it's like, what do the Dolphins have to do to get the 1 seed? And what happens if? And it's like, it doesn't matter. Like, why are you going through draft? Why are you going through draft scenarios? Or it's the Dolphin draft 32? What offensive? It's like it doesn't matter. But yeah, you know.
Yeah, man. So yeah, bro. Like, and then I'll start thinking about what I did at 13 years old. Like, bro, you shouldn't have broke that car window when you was younger. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's terrible, dog. But nah, that's probably why I look like this. It's all right though. It's the weekend, so I'm gonna get some sleep. I'm gonna take a nap tonight. Wake up, eat, take another nap, then go to sleep for the night, and then do it all over again tomorrow. But listen, man. Week 13, Dolphins got the Commanders, and I ain't gonna lie, Kadeem, we're not gonna do it right now, but I'm feeling no huddle at the beginning of episodes on Fins Up Friday moving forward. I think we should knock it out the park. I'm kind of feeling it because it brings back the music and stuff, but we're not gonna do it right now. But I think that might have to be
not quite at the park. You're 5-6. Like nothing being knocked at the park. You're 5-6.
But you don't have to remind me of my records. 1 week at a time, bro. 1 week at a time. You go in like, yo, we want this win this week. But listen, that's something we got to do is get this win this week. If you're the Miami Dolphins, you don't want to sleep on anything. Like I haven't been sleeping, but you don't want to sleep on the Commanders and take your foot off the gas pedal, and then all of a sudden you catch yourself 4-1 in this 5-game winning streak where you should be able to win every game. And then you're looking at teams like Jacksonville, Baltimore, Kansas City, and I think there's one more team in there, probably just us, I guess. There's 4 teams that's like 8-3, 9-3. So you're looking at those teams and you're hoping someone slips up somewhere, and you don't want to be that team that slips up. And then all of a sudden, you're the 4 seed going into the playoffs, which Kadeem alluded to, which is in January. So a lot of other teams might not be playing in January, but our team will. That's all I'm saying. What you got, Kadeem?
IMAX says, "What's up, Kadeem, Charlie, and chat?" Says definitely have sleeping issues as you described from time to time. And Robert Ashton says he was on a night shift last night, so awake all night. I feel your fatigue, brother. And yeah, I think Coach McDaniel had his media availability on Friday and kind of said how December last year really hurt the Dolphins, and not that they're still feeling it, but they haven't forgotten that feeling. Obviously the Dolphins last year were what, like 8-3, and then had that like back to back road schedule against like, what was it? It was the 49ers, like the Chargers, and maybe the Bills, and it was just horrible. Dolphins picked up no wins, and then before you know it, you're like scraping to get into the playoffs as opposed to battling for the 1 seed. And I think people are kind of making comparisons to that last year, whereas this year the Dolphins have a much more favorable schedule, starting with Washington on Sunday. And I think the Dolphins, their mentality, from what Matt McDaniel is saying, is that they want to get the wins, don't repeat the mistake they made last year. And yeah, Washington is a game which, let's be honest, it shouldn't be a close contest. Obviously, any given Sunday, you never know what can happen, but the Dolphins have enough talent on both sides of the ball to essentially make this a no contest by the 4th quarter. Haven't been doing that the past few weeks. Obviously, the East Rutherford Fed Paper Plains game, that was the case. But no, Washington don't have anything which keeps me up at 2 a.m. in the morning. That's not to say that there's no nerves going into it, but no, I'm not worried about Washington. I don't think the team are worried about Washington, but I think they'll give them the respect that most NFL teams deserve.
So Washington is a peculiar team because they should be better than what they are. And those are the teams you have to be mindful of. I wasn't going to say afraid of. You don't have to be afraid of nobody. But you got to be mindful of those teams because those are the teams that, we're supposed to be, let's just say, 8-3. You know what I'm saying? And they're 3-8 or something like that, right? I don't know what their record is, but I know it's not a winning record. So these are the kind of teams where they're loaded on one side of the ball and they're just not finding ways to win. And then you get a team like the Dolphins coming in here who think we're supposed to just blow them out the water, like Charlie Touche is doing with the Celsius Fahrenheit. But onto the conversation, right? You think you're supposed to just blow them out the water, and then, they catch you slipping. So we don't want to get caught slipping. And the hope is you come out, punch them in the mouth, and go on about your business and play bully ball with something we don't do. But again, this is not a team that you could sleep on. They have Jahan Dotson, 1st-round pick. Curtis Samuel is under the radar, in my opinion. Then you have F1 McLaren. Shout out to Terry McLaurin, however you want to pronounce it.
Scary Terry. I'll just call him Scary Terry.
Scary. There's a couple scary Terrys, but F1. And then my favorite, which is Brian Robinson. Like, no one really rocks with him, but I love Brian Robinson. So shout out to Sam Howell, blew my parlay last year. But anyway, yeah, that's a team that. Go ahead.
I was going to say on Sam Howell, he currently leads the league in offensive yards,
passing yards.
Yeah, like 3,339. Like Tua's now down to fifth at 3,177. But this is a team that is just throwing the ball all over the place. And yeah, like you mentioned some of those guys there. The Dolphins don't want to get to a situation where like Sam Howell's just throwing the ball all over the yard, driving down the field and making it a game. So shout out to Mr. Fanatic, says, "What's up, fellas? Fins up." All good over here, just talking Washington, talking or previewing the game on Sunday. Let us know your thoughts in the comments about how you think the game is going to go. We won't do score predictions just yet, but if you ain't taking around for too long, because you know it's a Friday, you got things to be doing, drop a score prediction. We'll make sure you are added to the little game we got at the moment. Guess the correct score and win yourself a bunch of Miami Dolphins cards. So yeah.
So you got Eric Bieniemy on the other side of the ball, drawing up 50 pass plays a game. You know what I'm saying? And if you got the weapons to do it, which they do have the weapons to do it, I mean, why not, right? So this is just that team. So with Eric Bieniemy, and I think the reason why Washington brought in Eric Bieniemy is because they're probably going to move on from Ron Rivera and then give Eric Bieniemy a shot. All right. This is not your head coaching job of your dreams, but here goes the season. Let's see what you can do. Or a season or two. Let's see what you know what I'm saying? It's almost like, all right, well, you're already here. And, you know, maybe the quarterback isn't the best, but we see potential, right? Maybe. I don't know. But I do know when you have the defense that the Dolphins have, which is arguably the unit to be afraid of, and it's no longer the offense, according to consensus, that defense has to show up and be like, nah, bro, y'all need to belong in y'all place, and we're gonna keep you where you need to be. So you got Jalen Ramsey, and this is something that's going to be on Extra Point, but it needs to be said, bro. What's dude name from the Cowboys? Bland?
I think it's Robert Bland, yeah.
Bro, the man got like 6 picks in 6 games, something like that.
8 interceptions on the season. Currently leads, but I think it's like 8 interceptions a season, but 6 pick sixes, which is like an NFL record in one season.
And all right, he got 6 pick sixes, and I thought it was the past 6 games or past 7 games he has a pick in each. I'm not sure how the stat goes. And I know you had a gripe about defensive player of the month, but dog, that's unheard of, Kadeem. That's wild, bro. That's crazy. And in my high school days, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna go Al Bundy on you. You know what I'm saying? But in my high school days, there was a dude, and I can't remember his name. I can't remember what school he went to, but there was a corner that had 6 pick sixes, but he had 7 interceptions on the season. And the only reason that 7th interception didn't go to the house was because he dove for it. Awesome. That's awesome. You know what I'm saying? It's just awesome. This is a Florida dude. I can't remember who it was. It was a long time ago. I was in high school for a good minute now. But yeah, man, I had to plug that in there. So yeah, you're gonna have Jalen Ramsey. You're gonna have Xavien Howard, who's been a bit quiet, but you know. And then we're gonna see what this defense looks like. The first game, not first game without him, but the first game after the Jalen Phillips Achilles injury. How do they come out? What do they look like? Are they playing with a purpose? Are they going to put on for their home? For their homeboy. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're going to see what it does, Kadeem.
Sorry, I didn't want to interrupt you. You said Xavien Howard's been quiet. What do you mean by that?
Meaning he hasn't done much of late.
I can't tell if you mean that in a good way or a bad way.
The statement is the statement, sir.
But okay, he hasn't done much of late, but I don't think he's been burnt. So like he hasn't had any interceptions, but I don't think we've sat here and gone Xavien Howard's been a liability.
I don't pay my corners top tier money to be not a liability. Like I want results from my corner. I didn't pay him to be, oh, he's not getting beat. Like, no, I didn't pay him for that. I paid him to be a playmaker.
Hold on, wait. So now you're angry with Xavien Howard because he.
I didn't say I was angry, bro. I didn't say I was angry.
Okay.
You said I was angry.
So yeah, that isn't quite. Now you are finding fault with Xavien Howard because he's not getting interceptions.
I just said dog was quiet lately, bro. I didn't say like there's no fault. Like dog has been super quiet. That's all I'm saying.
Kader Cole, who's been super quiet.
I don't know. I like Kader. I like Kader. No. Matter of fact, no. Kader Cole has not been as quiet as Xavien Howard. Kader Cole who been making plays. Kader Cole who been making plays, but there's been the past like 2-3 games. Kader Cole whose name comes up. Oh, Kader Cole with the stop, with the play, with the tackle, whatever. Nah, bro. I've seen plays being made by Kader Cole. I haven't seen X do anything lately.
This Xavien Howard hate is amazing. Like
who said the dog? So now I gotta hate Xavien Howard for because I said he's been quiet lately.
But that's the thing, he's been quiet. But like this Dolphins defense, which is playing out of its skin, part of the reason is because teams aren't passing on the Dolphins defense in general, which means Xavien Howard and Jalen Ramsey. Now, obviously, Jalen Ramsey has had the interceptions, so it's getting a lot of buzz. But it's not like Xavien. It's not like Xavien Howard is having, in my opinion, a bad season. It's like when, again, in my opinion, when we had Xavien Howard and Byron Jones, X was getting the picks, Byron Jones wasn't getting picks. And was like, you move on from Byron Jones. We was like, well, hold on. Why are you moving on from Byron Jones for? He's been a shutdown corner. At the moment, and again, I'll say in my opinion, Xavien Howard is being a shutdown corner. The picks aren't there, but we all knew that when Xavien Howard was getting the picks, you could pick on him. So, like, he might give up 100 yards, but come up with an interception. And at the moment, it seems like there's no interceptions, but teams aren't getting many yards on him, if at all. And I can find out the stats to see if what my opinion is actually bears fruit in stats-wise.
Hey, how you feel about AI, Kadeem?
I love how you change the subject. But I have no issue with it. I think it has a place in the world. I think it's also quite useful in terms of like podcasting and stuff. Why'd you ask?
AI getting out of control, bro. I ain't even gonna lie to you. listen, man. This thing getting crazy, bro. Like, I was here for all the games. I'm here for it. Let's play a game. You know what I'm saying? You a fan of the Saw movies? Want to play a game? You know what I'm saying? Do you watch the Saw movies? Are you a fan of those?
I've seen the first like 2 or 3.
All right, cool. Right, it's like I seen like the first 3 or something like that. I don't know. I love the theme song though. I love the music. But yeah, man. AI is getting out of control, bro. I seen the craziest stuff today. Today with AI. I'm like, you know what? I draw the line right here with AI, and I feel like Xavien Howard is just getting over on us. Like, he got over on us with all the money, all them years, renewed the contract after he got paid one season, complain about, well, I don't want to waste my good years in Miami. I want to play meaningful games. Started playing meaningful games and said, well, I want more money while I'm playing these meaningful games a year after he just got it. And now he's nowhere to be found, bro. Like, this is the Super Bowl run. The man is nowhere to be found, bro.
So Robert Ashton in the comments says, X hasn't made the impact that got him the contract. You could argue that's because system has changed and he's not having to make the plays he did previously. Robert Ashton also said before that Howell, lots of yards and not many touchdowns, which is true. And again, I'm not sitting here saying that Xavien Howard is being a playmaker that we essentially paid him for. But I also find that, like I said, teams like Xavien Howard has those insane stats since he's returned from his injury. Shout out to Moya TV, says, yo,
What up,
sup,
Moya?
everybody. Nice to have you with us. But yeah, I think the best comparison I could make is when we had Xavien Howard and Byron Jones, and X was getting interceptions, Byron Jones was getting the pass deflections or stuff like that.
That's fair.
I think even I just saw it a second ago. So again, the interceptions are obviously way down on the past few years, but it's like in the 16 games. So he has 37 total tackles so far this season. He had 45 last year, and he's played 6 less games. Like
I'm just saying, Kadeem, we can't say this defense is the defense, and then no one's throwing at Jalen Ramsey, and when they do throw at Jalen Ramsey, he picks it off or makes a play on it, and then Xavien Howard, who's where they throwing the ball in? You know what I'm saying? Like, where are they throwing this ball? You feel me? That they're not throwing the Jalen Ramsey side. I just expect to hear. All I'm saying is, I just expect to hear Xavien Howard's name a little bit more with all of the stuff that came with Xavien Howard. That's all I'm saying. But I think that's fair.
But that's why I asked you, well, what about Kader Kohu? Like,
yeah, and I told you I've heard Kader Kohu make plays. And by the way, Kader Kohu makes probably substantially less than what Howard makes. Like probably like $16 million less than Xavien Howard.
So what plays has Kader Kohu made? I'm not even trying to like.
I'm just saying, like, I can't recall the plays. Like, I've seen the play. Oh, Kader Kohu's name pop up. See him do the thing. Everybody jump on Kader. I've seen it happen in the previous games. Like, at least the past 2 games, I've seen it happen with Kader. Like, all I said was Xavien been quiet, and I haven't seen him do anything lately.
Charlie, that's all I love you like a brother. You know that. This is just pure Xavien Howard hate. Like, in the
comments. Am I hating on X? Or hold up, Kadeem, have you heard Xavien Howard lately do anything?
I've seen him make tackles. Like,
that's it.
But again, I've seen Kader Kohu make tackles. They're both making tackles. Of the DBs, the interceptions, I think Ramsey's got 3. Xavien Howard's got 1. I don't know how many Kader Kohu's got. But again, like I'm saying, Xavien Howard got paid for the interceptions, and he doesn't have them this year. It's unfortunate, but in the 11 games we've had, 8-3, 11, yeah, we haven't once sat here and gone, yo, Xavien Howard's getting torched. Like, and we will sit here and be like, yo, Xavien Howard's being torched by X amount of receivers. We haven't said that once so far this season.
Cool.
So
I'm thankful for that, but you not getting torched shouldn't be the silver lining in a $16 million contract. That's all I'm saying, dog. That's it. Like, yo, I should not be happy that you're not getting torched. Like, whoo, Xavien Howard's not getting torched.
How much did you pay Byron Jones?
It was close to Xavien Howard.
And he was an interception guy, and it wasn't a problem because he was a lockdown guy. That's the point I'm making. Xavien Howard is no longer an interception guy, but he's locking guys down because not once in the 11 games we've played have we sat here and gone, yo, they picked Xavien Howard. And this is before even Jalen Ramsey was playing. No one picked Xavien Howard so far this year. And to me, if we're not saying Xavien Howard's name, that means he's doing his job.
Raheem Mostert leads the NFL in rushing touchdowns with 13. 13 rushing touchdowns, Raheem Mostert. This is according to NFL on CBS. Strange but true, Raheem Mostert is 31 years old. Same age as Le'Veon Bell. A year older than Melvin Gordon. 2 years older than Todd Gurley. 3 years older than Ezekiel Elliott. And 4 years older than Joe Mixon. Where we at with Raheem Mostert, bro? Are we underestimating Raheem Mostert? Is it like this? We just really want to pass the torch to Achane and every running back that's not on the roster? You know what I'm saying? Like, all these running backs that we keep bringing up, they're not even on the roster. Where we at with Raheem Mostert, bro?
I think he's the clear RB1, and I think that he's shown why he's still around the league. Like, he's 31, and he's still going strong. I think they could use him better, but I think they could use the run game better. Like we said in the last episode, these 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2 situations, we can run the ball a lot more and trust Raheem Mostert to get those yards. But yeah, he's 3 touchdowns away from Ricky Williams' season record of 16. There's no reason why he can't get that this week. But it's one of those things where should he stay healthy, it seems like it's a lock that he breaks that record. I don't think that's a hyperbolic thing to say.
Listen, I am happy with Raheem Mostert. Only thing I'm not happy with is the fumbles.
Yeah.
Like that it's like came out of nowhere, Kadeem. Like came out of nowhere. I mean, I don't play video games no more, but it's almost like when you make a creative player and you soup them up in all 99s and stuff, but you make like this, or there's a cap where you can't make them better than a certain number. You know what I'm saying? You can't make them a 99. You can make them like a 87, but you have to move the attributes and intangibles yourself. It's like someone just put his like awareness or fumble or ball carrying at 0, bro. Like maybe it's not 0, but it's like it's in the 20s, his ball carrying, bro. I need better. We need better, bro. We can't be fumbling the ball in cold weather games where we're supposed to be running the ball effectively and trying to, ice the game. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want Devon Achane being undersized, being the running back we're using to ice the game. So it's like Mostert looks really good when he's looking really good. And then it's like, let's just put Jeff Wilson in because Mostert ain't looking like what we need him to look like. Am I tripping with that?
No, I don't think so. And I think the fumbles are a genuine issue. It's like, again, it's not even like he's getting hit hard and dropping the ball. It's like someone just comes by, tackles him. And it's like, it's a ball security thing. But I think it's something which the Dolphins as a team the past few weeks are it's sloppy. Like to me, there's like 1 too many drops per game. But Motor's fumbling the ball, like 2 is fumbling the ball. It's like, yo, guys, let's get to January. But in order to get to January, let's take care of business in the November, December. And part of that business is not turning the ball over, especially early in games. It's like, the Dolphins defense gets a stop, so Miami get the ball and then fumble the ball and give it back. It's like, yo, what are we doing out here? It's silly, it's petty, and hopefully, it's something Mike McDaniel addressed during the week, and hopefully it's sorted.
It's silly, and it's what? You said something after silly. It's petty, silly.
I think I said
no,
petty.
Why you don't pronounce the T's? It's silly, it's petty.
I know.
What's up, bro? Petty. It's petty.
Few comments as well. Robert Ashton says, yes, not getting torched, but if all action is going to X because everyone's scared of Ramsey, why aren't we hearing more? Shout out to Hooked Up Joe. Says,
appreciate you, Robert.
Says X is on the books with prorated bonus money through 27 to the tune of 22.8. I think it's 2027 to the tune of 22.8 million. So when he goes, the remainder of that comes due. Post June 1st designation spreads that over 2 years. Mostert is also 31, so he isn't an RB of the future. Hopefully, Achane will stay healthy. And Robert Ashton points out that Petty is 2 T's, and I said the other day that I say Harry Potter. Listen, it's just certain words I can just pronounce, I guess, like a Londoner. And Petty and Water is some are some of those words.
Hey, hold on, my bad. You was about to turn the page because I since we brought up Achane and Mostert, I wanted to bring up DK Metcalf last night.
I didn't see the Seahawks game. I want to talk about Achane very quickly.
Go ahead. I'll wrap it up with after you then.
So Mike McDaniel said that Achane will be playing on Sunday. Great, brilliant. But I saw a few people last week because obviously Achane didn't play. Start to say that Achane has issues, basically not being able to stay healthy. And that him being undersized is going to be an issue. So obviously we drafted him. He got injured in pre-season, came back, started the season amazing. Then obviously he hurt his knee, got put in IR, come back, first game, hurt his knee again. He's back again. as someone who was screaming Devon Achane's name before the draft, I know a lot more about him than most probably do. Do you share those concerns about his size, or are people just jumped on the bandwagon because he's been injured a few times this season?
No, I don't share those concerns, but you're not you don't have injury issues until you have injury issues. So I can say he has injury issues, but I'm not concerned about him staying healthy. I know that doesn't make sense, but here's why I say that. Once upon a time, no one trusted Saquon Barkley. Oh, he's hurt. He's hurt. He's hurt. He's hurt. You know what I'm saying? And then Saquon Barkley returned to form and balled out for a year. And then I think he got hurt this year. But still, it's like the injuries that Saquon takes aren't the kind of injury prone, quote unquote, soft tissue, you're out for 8 weeks type injury. Like, bro, you roll your ankle, you can roll your ankle anytime. You could break your ankle anytime. You know what I'm saying? Like that can happen anytime. Someone could roll up on you, someone could attack you the wrong way. That can happen anytime. So the Achane injury to the knee was because of the way he got tackled. And then it re-injured when someone landed on it. It's just happenstance. Perfect example is Keenan Allen. Keenan Allen had the worst injury luck, but with legitimate injuries. And everyone, oh, he's injury prone. He's always hurt. Yeah, but he was always hurt. But it wasn't like he had a calf strain, he had a hamstring, he had a quad. Those are more like that's injury prone. But if again you land on your ankle, you twist it and it breaks, like, yo, this is a big deal. It's legit. So shout out to CMC, Christian McCaffrey. Everyone said he was injury prone, went to San Fran, and I can't even tell you the last time he got hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think he had little tweaks here and there, but yo, injuries can't be something that we're afraid of. Like Chris Greer said it. He was basically saying, what was it? Curtis Martin was injured, got hurt all the time in college, never missed a game like to an injury. Andrew Luck never got hurt in college. Retired in 7 years, like because of injuries. You know what I'm saying? So you can't figure it out, bro. But no, I'm not concerned. I just don't. Even when we drafted him and when I wanted him as a Dolphin, I didn't see the role of him being a 3-down back. You just want him on the team because you know he could do something special. So I still think we need a running back to share the load with Achane. But I don't want to say I'm like worried about injuries, but I don't want him taking the brunt of the work.
Moya TV asks, do we know about the MacBook update with the bubbles? I don't know about that. And if that's the reason why Charlie keeps on getting that like thumbs up bubble because he needs to update his Mac, then we'll see it. Rob Ashton mentioned the hip drop tackle, which I think ended Mark Andrews' season this year. And then Moya TV adds Andrew Luck's wife made him retire.
Andrew Luck did also. He was on the way out. He was in a dark place, and he shared some stuff. I'm like, you don't want no loved one to go through that. You know what I'm saying? And he was just saying like more surgeries and getting into that headspace where he didn't want to be. And then his wife was on some, nah, bro. Like, I'm not going to sit here and watch you go through what you went through before. And he probably concurred. But yeah, turn the page real quick. DK Metcalf last night ended up running the fastest, next gen stats, where all the Dolphins had like the top 5 fastest speeds throughout the whole season so far, and it was all Miami Dolphins. Well, he ran 22.3 miles per hour last night, and he has the fastest speed of the season. And then you have 5 Dolphins after that. So I imagine someone's going to break that for Miami. Someone's gonna get loose and get jiggy. I want to bring one more thing up that's more of an extra point thing, but remember that play, Kadeem, in Germany where Tua missed Cedric Wilson for a touchdown, and it was going to tie the game, and so Cedric Wilson was open, and then Jeff Wilson Jr. was open underneath, and it was an option route. where if Cedric Wilson is even, then it's one route, and if he's not on top of the receiver, then it's another route. And Tua basically threw a ball, and it was like, yo, what was that? I beat my receiver, and everybody was like, what was that? And then it was chalked up to a miscommunication. Josh Allen had Gabe Davis open for a touchdown, and Gabe Davis beat his player, and it was the exact same thing. It was an option. It was, I think Tony Romo called it a choice route, option route. Obviously, you have the option. Obviously, you have the choice. And Gabe Davis did one thing, and Josh Allen threw a different thing. And it's just a normal thing in the NFL, bro. Like almost every route has some type of choice route or option route when you're running in the red zone like that. So it happens. I know everybody don't want to hear that, but that's what we're doing. But what we got, Kadeem?
A few more comments. Hooked Up Joe says no running back should be taking the whole load. Sorry, the body can't take it. From Ricky Williams. And then Moya TV said, Charlie, can I see what happens when you do this? And I think it's like the Texas Longhorn. I don't know if it's Texas Longhorns or like just. But yeah.
Let's do this.
Yeah.
Nothing.
So yeah. But no, I think there was another question, but I forgot what it was. So I guess we can head into no huddle, and you can try.
You caught that, Moya? Did you catch that? Woo! I'm powered up over here, Kadeem.
But like, why can't I do it? I've got a Mac as well. Like,
bro, Kadeem, look at what you got going on over there, and look at what I got going on over here.
What is this? Like, I'm doing the exact. Okay, so yeah, Moya TV said check out the update. It's supposed to be like fireworks or something. So listen, that's some free editing in there. Did not know that was a thing. Moya TV, thanks for letting us.
Yeah, that's
listen,
funny, man.
Charlie's doing all that, but can Charlie get no huddle this week and essentially again keep his season alive? Because it's not looking good right now. It's not looking good. But you ready to go into no huddle?
We about to be 500. No huddle it up.
Right. So we have.
Hey. Oh my bad. You're on mute, Kadeem. We just lost your audio.
Hello.
There you go.
Yeah. We're in Washington this week, right?
Landover, Maryland.
Oh wow. Landover. Let's have a look. Let's get Landover.
Well, this a beat. I can't wait for this song to come out. Hey.
Okay, weather on Sunday. Let's go with 59 degrees Fahrenheit.
59 degrees Fahrenheit is we got the play clock, 40-second play clock.
I'm getting it now. Countdown timer. You said 40
what
seconds.
Up, Kyle? Right? What up, Kyle? You know what? Let me not look at my comments. Hold on, I gotta click this so I don't see the comments. Kyle's in the building. 40-second play clock. You said 59 degrees?
I did, yeah. But I'm also doing this really badly, so you might as well just go. I'll get it up when I get it up, and if you get it before, then this is what it is. Share screen, Google search.
It's. I came up with. It's cool. Play clock. We're not gonna leave the play clock. It's no huddle. How many times have you seen a delay a game during no huddle? You know what I'm saying? So we're not gonna need the play clock. I came up with 13 and a half, but I think I'm gonna go lock it in with 14 degrees Celsius.
Cool. Let's leave that then. He said 14 degrees Celsius. Let's change that. 14 degrees Celsius. Charlie's 500.
What happens when I do this? Mac?
Nothing.
What happens when I do this, Mac?
Moya TV has the correct answer in the comments at 15. Robert Ashton would have messed you up with 12 degrees.
See, hey, that's why I had to not look at. I had to take the comments off. I could go back to the comments now. Yeah, man.
Shout out to Carl. Came at the perfect time saying, "Hey, yo, what's good, Fins fam?" Yeah. And then Robert also said,
so real quick. Go ahead. Yeah.
No, I'm gonna say Robert said Kadeem Googling Mac update while trying to do the podcast. I was trying to get time and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, that was
59 minus 32 is 27 divided by 2, and that's how I came up with 13 and a half. And we rounded up to 14, and that's how we got in the building.
I love when he gets it right when Shofi's working out. Listen, Miami Dolphins injury report. So for a lot of people who probably aren't aware, if you're a player and you get treatment, no matter how serious that treatment is, you should show up on the injury report, which is why the Cincinnati Bengals will probably get in trouble for not having Joe Burrow show up on the injury report when he hurt his wrist and now the season is finished. So the Miami Dolphins injury report.
And put the things in perspective, Christian McCaffrey got scraped by a cleat on his shin, and he had to go on the injury report just because he got scraped by a cleat.
Yeah. So the Dolphins injury report as of Friday, Teron Armstead, Lester Cotton, friend of the podcast Javon Holland, Robert Jones and Kendall Lam are all limited, and they are all questionable on Sunday. Blake Ferguson, Tyreek Hill, friend of the podcast Robert Hunt, Kader Kohu, Raheem Mostert, Durham Smythe were all limited. And then Devon Achane, Elijah Campbell, Bradley Chubb, Chase Claypool, Alec Ingold, Tua Tagovailoa, and Connor Williams were all full participants. And the fun thing about Tua was that he cut his right arm in the Jets game. You saw it you can see the bone basically.
Right.
And Tua said
it wasn't a bone, bro.
The
it was a chunk missing.
Yeah,
it was a chunk
missing. Yeah. Tua said he can tell his son that he got bit by a shark. So it's all good. What do you have a fantasy, Charlie?
This is it, man. If you're anything like our league, you're on the cusp, the precipice of the fantasy football playoffs, and you need all you can get. If you like me, I am desperate for a win, and I need big numbers. So Devon Achane is starting in my lineup. However, I'm also starting Raheem Mostert. Don't at me. But I think both of those boys have to start. I think they want to ramp up Devon, and I think Achane is the trusted back. So you're going to start both of them. I'm starting Tua because this could be a 3-touchdown game from Tua. 3-touchdown game from Tua. That's what we're looking at. Starting Tyreek, starting Waddle, the usual suspects. Not starting Jason Sanders. Maybe look other in other places, because I think we're going to score more touchdowns than field goals, and not enough touchdowns to where Jason Sanders gets enough extra points. And I'm starting the Dolphins defense. If you have the Dolphins defense, you're probably going to end up with 8 or more points. Gotta love that coming from your defense, right? So Washington, I would probably start, and this is tricky because they have 3 receivers that could do something. They got Curtis Samuel, they got McLaurin, and they have Jahan Dotson. I guess we about to find out Xavien Howard. We about to hear his name this game, hopefully. Man, I'll start Sam Howell. No, I'm not. No. I don't know, bro. Listen, this is one of those, start one of these receivers, but I can't tell you which one. This is bad. So if you needed me to dictate your fantasy football playoff fate, I'm not doing it. But one of them going to get off. One of them are going to get off, and I don't know which one it is. So whichever one Xavien Howard is covering, that's the one you should start. But we won't know until it's too late. And that's all I got for fantasy. Don't start the Commanders defense.
Fair play, my friend. What do you have for easy money pick of the week?
Easy money pick of the week. I just said Tua could possibly have 3 touchdown passing touchdowns. With that being said, the over for the week is 1.5 Tua, and it's set at -215. So that's in our wheelhouse, and that means we're going to take Tua over a touchdown and a half, and we're going to cash out because Tua's going to cash us out, and it's almost time for Christmas. So I'm going to get a little extra money, and shout out to Tua for hitting this over a touchdown and a half in advance. Thank you in advance.
Gotta love it. Give me 2 secs.
This guy.
Oh,
what's your prediction for the game? Oh yeah. Y'all want to get score predictions and everything so we could give away these cards?
So we had a comment earlier, and I haven't forgotten it. It was from, I believe, Mr. Fanatic. He says 42-35. Finn pull it out in the fourth quarter. I
hope not.
I hope the Dolphins win, but not by 7 in the fourth quarter.
I hope not.
I am going to double dip the chip and go with my same score prediction from what I had last week. I'm going to go 27-13 Miami Dolphins. And it's annoying because, no, I said 27. Yeah, I said 27-13 last week, didn't I?
I don't know.
Yeah. No, sorry. I said 27-9. I don't know if the each one for playing to score a touchdown. I'm going 27-13 this week to the Miami Dolphins. Kyle says 34-21 Dolphins. What do you have, Charlie?
Hey, listen, let's get all the score predictions up here because if you guess the right score, you win Kadeem's trading cards that he has. You have the cards on deck, Kadeem?
Give me 2 seconds, just getting people's score down so nothing gets missed out.
Yeah. So everyone, let's see y'all scores. Leave them in the comments or even afterwards if they're on the video before the game, obviously. And whoever gets the correct score, they win the cards. My score is 2 field goals, 2 touchdowns. 30-20 Dolphins.
42-35. So we'd say 30-20.
30-20.
30-20.
31-20. 31-20.
Make me do more work. 31-20. And we also have Robert saying 27-17. Robert Ashton 27-17. Dolphins. Cool. Brilliant. I've got a few of the cards around me.
IMAX got 38-20 Miami.
Brilliant. Thanks for that. IMAX has 38-20. Oh, that's definitely not right. 38-20 Dolphins. So yeah, I have what do we have here? We have the Ricky Williams card. We have the Xavien Howard card. We have the Tyreek Hill. Shout out to Jade. I don't think I've got Jaden Phillips.
Hey, y'all call those holograms?
Yeah, we sometimes do. Like my desk is an absolute mess. You can hear like the bowls with my granola and all that kind of stuff running around. I'll make sure that I have everything ready for when someone wins and he gets it off. Oh, no, there we go. Did a Tua Tagovailoa card. Excuse the light. And yeah, we've got Raekwon Davis as well. There will be a bunch of cards, and I will add more. Robert Ashton says, guess the score, win Kadeem's Amex card. I don't have an Amex card, so you can guess away. There's nothing to give.
What's an Amex card?
Probably like a credit card.
Okay.
I had my work with the party day today. I'll keep it quick. My boss is from San Francisco, massive 49ers fan. And
So he's American.
Age. Yeah.
American accent too.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
And he said that he played high school football against Tom Brady 7-on-7. He said that Tom grew up in the same, obviously Tom grew up in the same area as him, so like kind of like saw him in high school, and obviously he goes off to college and he goes to Michigan and stuff like that. But yeah, it was like that's his like his claim to fame,
Claim to fame.
that yeah, he played a 7-on-7 against Tom Brady in high school, which is pretty cool. Like to go and
It is.
see what that guy does. But he was saying he's a so Tom went to Michigan, and I think he's a Notre Dame college fan. So he hated him then, and then obviously he goes to he does what he does in New England. He hates him there, and then he thought, okay, he'll come back, like he'll come to the 49ers because that was the
Yeah.
room. And then he goes to Tampa Bay and wins the Super Bowl. He's like, hey, I really do hate this guy now. But yeah, had a very cool conversation today about the Dolphins and the 49ers.
I appreciate him not embellishing and saying, "Oh, I picked him off in a 7-on-7."
Nah, he was just like,
I appreciate that. Kadeem, I asked you a question, and I think I legitimately forget why I asked you this question, but what do y'all call crayons over there?
we do call them crayons. You asked me that question because you're talking about your lights, and I think it was like if you mix crayon colors together.
Yeah.
So I think it was that. No, we have crayons, like Crayola crayons as well.
All right. Now I just want to see if y'all call it something crazy. I don't know.
Nah, all good. We call them crayons. Also, if you are listening, then Hammer, message us. I still have your program here, which you won in the giveaway. So Hammer, let us know, and I will send this off to you. So if you're watching, listening, email us at gotimedolphins@gmail.com and we can send it off. Robert said, yeah, no teasing crayons. So yeah, like.
Hey, also shout out to all the patrons. We got a giveaway coming up just for the patrons over on Patreon. So thanks for everybody who rock with us on Patreon. Thanks for everybody who rock with us here, who shares, likes, and subscribes, and just listens just for the content. You know what I'm saying? We rock with y'all just being Dolphin fans, and even if you're not Dolphin fans, we got some people here that aren't Dolphin fans, and they still check us out, and we appreciate y'all as well, man. Come on over to bonus time with us. Y'all know what time it is. Stay positive, test negative. For Kadeem Simmons, I'm Charlie Touche. Thank you for tuning in this time. Make sure you catch us next time on Go Time. Already.
Gotta make them lose their mind when it's your time. And it's show time. Going all out when it's go time. I ain't wasting no time. Gotta make them lose their mind when it's show time. Cause it's your time. Lay it on the line when it's go time. Don't waste no time. Gotta make them lose their mind when it's your time. And it's show time. Going all out when it's go time. I ain't wasting no time.
I have a question for you. I want to save it for bonus time.
What's the word?
Zach Ertz gets released from the Cardinals during the week and has now cleared waivers. Do you pick him up if you're Chris Greer?
I'm going to say no. Once upon a time, twice upon a time, more than once upon a time, us as Dolphin fans were wondering what the Mike McDaniel system would look like. Do we need a Kittle as a tight end? And he didn't want Gesicki because he didn't fit the scheme. And then he went and got Julian Hill and what's the guy we let go? Was it Hill? No, it wasn't Hill. We Randall. Who was the guy we drafted in the 6th round? I can't remember. We converted him, and he plays for Arizona now.
I would double check.
Yeah, so we drafted him, converted him from receiver to tight end, and it's like, yo, why we let go Gesicki if you're just gonna do this? We could just pay Gesicki the little bit of money that he wanted. But so no one really knows what this Mike McDaniel system has to look like when it comes to tight end. So he's already hurt. He's probably a little bit over the hill. Nah, bro, I'm good. Like, we have a gang of weapons at receiver. There's only one football. Nah, I'm good on Zach Ertz. I prefer to raise one in our system that we drafted. Like, where's Tanner Connor? What's he doing? You know what I'm saying? Like someone we drafted or came in undrafted or we picked up from someone's practice squad and we molded into our own, but not Zach Ertz. Cool. I appreciate him as a human. Great career. I'll never forget when friend of the podcast, William Hayes, played against him. And me and William Hayes was talking about Zach Ertz after the fact. But yeah, I don't think we need him in Miami. And nor would I go get him either.
So the guy you were talking about earlier is Elijah Higgins.
Elijah Higgins.
Robert Ashton says, nope. Great player, like him a lot, but cost fee benefit, especially with salary cap on horizon. Moya TV says, I would have preferred to go for Shaq Leonard, but I guess we're not going to budge with Long and Baker. No shade thrown at them, though. Moya TV adds, Ertz wants to play for a contender. I'd give him a workout. I think I kind of lean on the side that Moya TV saying, like, I don't think he'll get a lot. Like, he wants to go play for a contender. He wants to go and try and win a second ring, I think it is. And I think the Dolphins, again, like, I'll probably discuss this more in the draft, but I don't think the Dolphins under Mike McDaniel are going to have like a tight end doing tight end stuff, basically. Like Durham's, like, you could probably count on one hand the amount of reception the Dolphins tight end has this season. There's been quite a few injuries, so maybe they look at Zach Ertz as someone who, like Julian Hill, if he's not a rookie, he's like in his second year, I think. Don't quote me on that. And he's playing a lot because Durham Smythe's kind of been in and out. So they might see Zach Ertz as kind of more like a veteran figure who can, again, get them over the edge, kind of like a JPP can. But I do agree with Kyle as well. They don't actually need him. It's a luxury.
So you think we could just use him as a body, basically? All right, he's a body.
Yeah.
And a pretty good one, actually.
Same way we brought in like a Chase Claypool who barely plays. He was being inactive quite a few weeks, and obviously now he's injured. Having Chase Claypool around isn't the worst thing in the world. Like one reception for 15 yards, great, you've done what you've needed. So yeah, I wouldn't turn my nose up at Zach Ertz, but I wouldn't be like running to the phone to go and get him right now.
I think Claypool. I think Claypool still has a chance.
Yeah, and I think Mike McDaniel spoke really highly of him this week as well. So again, it's you have Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle and Cedric Waters balling as well when he gets opportunities. Like you said, there's only one ball, and the Dolphins are really balanced. They run it as well, so something has to give. And unfortunately, it's the likes of Chase Claypool, Durham Smythe. Listen, even Alec Ingold hasn't had that many receptions or done much this season. He's kind of been a role player in this Dolphins team. So, but again, not in a bad way. It's just the Dolphins offense is currently cooking. So why would you go against what we're doing? My TV says also I like the kind set of wanting to play. So the mindset of wanting to play for a contender instead of wanting to play for the money, which is true. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if he went back to Philadelphia, or something. But interesting to see where
Goddard is hurt in Philly, so he can end up in Philly. Is what you were saying?
Yeah.
My thing is, everyone who says they want to play for a contender and then pinpoints Miami. Listen, everybody can't play in Miami. It's nice weather. It's hot outside. It's cold everywhere else. And they have world-class athletes at receiver and quarterback. And like you can't. You missed the train already. You know what I'm saying? I want to play for a contender. Let's go to Miami. Like, nah, bro. You should have been here when we was building it. You know what I'm saying? But I think that train left the station for Zach Ertz. I wouldn't be mad if we did, but I don't believe that's where we're going.
Yeah, I can't imagine Chris Greer's doing the most to get him. Especially when there's injuries on the other side of the ball, where it's like, hey, we might need to, convert some money or move some money to something like that. Tight end isn't a position where we are desperate right now. But again, it's Zach Ertz, so who knows? That was my only thing in bonus time. So you got anything else?
No, that's it, man.
Then brilliant. We will see. If you are a Patreon, you will see us a few times over the next few days. If not, you will see us probably on Monday for the Commanders review episode. But guys, have a great weekend. Enjoy the game. And we shall see you on the next one. Peace.